Hello dear friends, this is Dr. Deeptesh Patel and welcome back to the video online lecture series of Jet Propulsion and Aircraft Engineering. This is lecture 5 of Fundamental of Gas Dynamics. These are the outlines of today's video session in which we are going to go through nozzle and diffuser. So let's start with the nozzle. You can see over here a diagram of the nozzle. Nozzle is nothing but a closed duct of a different cross sectional area, which cross sectional area is either decreasing or increasing, and that has a wide effect on the different fluid parameters such as velocity and pressure. In short, the function of nozzle is to increase the velocity and to reduce the pressure. Now, the change in these fluid parameters would be different for different types of flow. For example, let's consider incompressible flow in which a fluid is flowing through the closed nozzle. Now here the velocity would increase because of the reduction in head. On the other hand, if we consider the compressible flow and let's say gas or vapor which is flowing through the nozzle, then here the velocity is increased because of the sacrification of pressure as well as enthalpy, or you can say it energy. So these are the two different types of the flow which takes place into the nozzle. Now, what is the application of nozzles? Now, nozzle has a wide range of applications from different industrial sector to power generations industry and to jet propulsion and aircraft engineering. For examples, nozzle is widely popular in jet engine, ramjet engine and even the rocket jet engine. So like range of different types of the jet engine use the nozzle to provide the high velocity jet at the outlet, and that ultimately provide the thrust to the aircraft. So in short, nozzle has a wide range of different applications that can be used for the different purposes. Now let me give you a small example of nozzles. Now, for example, if we consider the hose pipe in garden, you might have seen that the flow of water through the hose pipe is constant. Now, if you put your finger at the outlet of the hose pipe, you would notice that the flow of the water gets vary. That is nothing but a kind of nozzle in which what we are doing, we are trying to reduce the cross sectional area by putting the finger at the outlet of the hose pipe, and that ultimately reduce the pressure and increase the velocity, and due to that the flow of the water would fall a little bit far from the reference point. So this is just a simple example of nozzles. Now you can see different types of the nozzles, and one of them is a convergent divergent type nozzles. Now let's move forward to understand what are the different types of nozzles. Here three different types of the nozzles mentions: converging nozzles or convergent nozzles, diverging nozzles or divergent nozzles, and third one is a combinations of above two: convergent, divergent nozzles. So let's go through each of them. First one is a convergent nozzles. In convergent nozzles, the cross sectional area of the nozzles from inlet section to the outlet section is continuously or gradually decreasing. Means the outlet section is smaller than the inlet section. Second type is a divergent nozzles. In divergent nozzles, the cross sectional area at the outlet is higher as compared to the inlet section. In short, the cross sectional area is gradually increasing from inlet to the outlet section, and that is the divergent nozzles. And the third type is convergent divergent nozzle, in which we are going to combine two different types which were convergent and divergent. Here the cross sectional area is gradually reducing from inlet to the throat. At throat the cross sectional area would be minimum, and then from throat to the outlet section the cross sectional area is gradually increasing. We are going to understand how does the velocity increase in three different types of the nozzles. So for example, in convergent nozzles, since the velocity is gradually reducing, the pressure of the flow is reducing, and because of the reduction in pressure, the other parameter called the velocity that get increased. On the other hand, in divergent portions, the expansions of the compressible flow would takes place, and because of the expansion of these gases, the enthalpy gets dropped, and that ultimately increase the pressure. While convergent divergent nozzles is a combination of these two. Now let's say how does the expansion in nozzle takes place. Now since we have considered the compressible flow, that means the gases and vapors, they gets expanded in nozzles, and in nozzle velocity of fluid that is increasing as compared to the pressure, and that ultimately reduction of the pressure takes place during the expansion of nozzles. So the pressure drop is always negative, and we have derived one of equations in a previous video session, and that is dA upon A, which is equal to minus dP divided by rho c square inside the bracket 1 minus m square. So here the values of the ratio of area, which is dA upon A, that has a negative pressure drop. Now according to these equations, three different possible conditions are considered. So let's go through one by one. First of them is a case 1. In case 1, the Mach number is lower than 1. Now let me remind the Mach number again. Mach number is basically a ratio of fluid velocity to the sound velocity. So if Mach number is equal to 1, we would say the flow is having the sonic number or sonic velocity. If it is below 1, then it's a subsonic velocity, and if it is above 1, then it is a supersonic velocity or even hypersonic velocity if it is going more than 5. So here for the case 1, we have considered Mach number is lower than 1. For that it's considered as a subsonic velocity. Now here the ratio of dA upon A, that becomes negative. That means the area of the nozzles is decreasing from inlet to the outlet sections, and therefore this is a convergent nozzles, and the overall flow which is takes place in the nozzle is subsonic. Now let's consider the case 2. For example, if a Mach number is equal to 1, that means it's a sonic velocity, and if we consider Mach number is equal to 1 and put the values in the previous equation, we'll get the ratio from dA to A is equal to 0. Means there is no any change in area in that particular cross section, and therefore that cross section is considered as a throat of the passage, and here the flow is sonic velocity. Third case, in which Mach number is higher than 1. Now if we find a Mach number is higher than 1, then the ratio dA upon A, that becomes the positive. That means that area of the nozzle is increasing from inlet to the outlet sections, and therefore it is a type of divergent nozzles, and the velocity is supersonic here, or the flow is supersonic here. Now if we put all three together, we can derive the isentropic flow, or we can explain the isentropic flow of gas in nozzles. So what we have shown the example, it is a convergent divergent nozzle in which at inlet the flow is having subsonic velocity. So the flow is subsonic. When it enters into the convergent part at the inlet, the velocity gets increased and reach to the sonic state. So here the flow become sonic. Then since it move further from throat section to the outlet section, the further expansions takes place and the reduction in the energy or enthalpy that would lead is to further increase in the velocity, and that ultimately increase the velocity from sonic to supersonic. So this is how the sonic isentropic flow takes place into the nozzles. Now next one is a diffuser. Now first of all, what is diffuser? Diffuser is completely an opposite device of the nozzles. Diffuser is mostly used to increase the pressure and to reduce the velocity, and therefore the pressure drop is always positive here, which was seen negative in nozzles. So the equations can be rewrite as dA upon A is equal to dP divided by rho c square inside the bracket 1 minus m square. Now, what is the function of nozzles? As we have discussed, it increase the pressure. But where does it use? What are the applications? So diffuser has also a wide range of velocity. It is widely used for different industrial applications. For example, in compressor devices, it is also used in aircraft too. For example, in jet engine, even ram jet engine or pulse jet engine, diffuser is used to increase the pressure of incoming air which is entering into the compressor, and that ultimately help us to compress the air before it enter into the compressor and then combustion chamber. So that ultimately increase the efficiency of the aircraft. So nozzle has a wide range of working area and it can be widely used in different applications. Now here we have derived the equations for ratio of area. So that is also possibly leaded to three different cases, and one of them is case 1 in which Mach number is less than 1, that means the subsonic flow. Now if we consider the subsonic flow, the dA upon A ratio from dA upon A that becomes positive. That means the area of the diffuser is increasing, and therefore it is the let's say divergent type nozzles, and the flow is become subsonic here. So flow is subsonic. Second case in which let's consider m is equal to 1. So that is sonic flow. If we consider m is equal to 1, the dA upon A become 0. It means there is no any change in cross sectional area of the nozzles, and therefore that particular section is considered or is known as the throat of the nozzles or throat of the passage, and here the flow is sonic. And the last case in which Mach number is higher than 1 means the supersonic flow. Now if we consider m higher than 1, then the ratio dA upon A that become negative, and it means that the area of the diffuser is decreasing and the flow is supersonic flow, and it is a kind of converging diffuser. Now let's put all these together. Now if we put all these together, we would get such kind of diffuser which is a converging diverging type diffuser. And if we understand the isentropic flow through the diffuser of the incompressible gases, then at inlet section we would have a supersonic flow. That supersonic flow, when it enters into the inlet section, it would have a reduction in velocity and increase in pressure. And because of the reduction in velocity, the supersonic flow will become a sonic flow when it reach to the throat section. Since from throat section to the outlet section, its velocity is further reduced, and that would become a subsonic. So with the increase in pressure, there would be a sacrifications of the velocity, and velocity would reduce from supersonic to subsonic, as you can see in this diagram over here. So these are the different types of the nozzles. If you have any doubt, you can write down in the comment box. Thank you very much.